much, and very few white belts have to do that pattern all by themselves. So for you to have to do that was very, very good, and the pattern wasn't bad either. So the confidence was there, and I was impressed. My favorite group to watch was Seminara and Paul on Congay, and I don't know, they're both so good at patterns, and I had to look for stuff to critique. Doc, your foot position on kicks, you still got your toe up a little bit. You need to get your toe down a little bit. And Scott, you need to chamber more on your kicks. And that was, looking for stuff, I had to find that. I also enjoyed the 6 different pronunciations of the Goguryeo dynasty on the pattern. I heard Kugaro and Kongaro and Kugo and Kujo and all sorts of stuff. That was fun. Caleb, nice job on your pattern meeting. That was a long pattern meeting, and you nailed it. You nailed that pattern meeting. It was really, the patterns were all nice. Kalia, your patterns are always good, and you know what I'm going to tell you though. What am I going to say? No, power. Look up, don't look at the grill when you're doing your patterns. Patterns, you're hitting the back stance is perfect, the front stance is perfect, the moves are there. And Caleb's got more power than you, and you're a lot bigger. Okay? So, think of throwing those things through there. Penny, also very nice job on your pattern. It was really good, and always enjoy you, Blizzard. Always enjoy your patterns. Oh, and Jack, I'm sorry. God, okay, Jack, I've seen so much improvement, especially in the last 6 months to a year. You're not telegraphing nearly as much in your sparring. You're kind of pulling up that front leg and kicking and hitting, and that is, you used to just telegraph, and I could tell exactly what you were about to do before you did it, and you've gotten rid of most of that. There's so much more control in your patterns with your body and what you're doing, and a ton more power than I've ever seen out of you. I can't believe those 3 boards didn't break because you were nailing them pretty hard. I was very, very impressed, Jack, and it's just most improved by a long shot. I can tell you worked it. It was a really nice job.
Am I correct?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. They were nice. I can be not so nice. Just because everybody has something to work on. I have something to work on. The rest of the judges have stuff to work on. So you guys have stuff to work on too. Your hand position on your punches. When you guys were stepping out, your pattern doing punches, your smaller knuckles were first. Okay. One day, not at this level, but one day you can punch and break boards. You punch it like this, okay, or punch a pad like this, not going to work. First 2 knuckles, lead with those. So launch that punching hand, okay. And if we can fix it at a lower rank, when you get up to this level up here, instinct. Power. You guys are adults, okay. I find it a little. I don't find it embarrassing because it's not my pattern, but I find it a little upsetting that some of the kids from the last testing can put more power into the patterns than some of you guys out here. That's just repetition. Once you're comfortable with doing the moves, that's when you can add the power into it. But if you're not comfortable with the moves in your pattern, you're never going to be able to put as much power as you can into it. And some of us have lazy moves. Sometimes you got the chamber would be here, or your retraction hand would be here. But other moves, they look like you need to. So you have to make sure every move looks the same. 1Rs, I wrote down something for you guys. Get your stances locked out. Okay? Slow move, lock that stance in. Lock that stance out. And with you, Mr. Tyler, one thing I saw that would take your pattern from a 3rd or 4th place in a tournament to a 1st place in a tournament, you have incredible power. And just like Ms. Harrington said, you have improved so much. I know I haven't been here in 2 years, but that's 2 years where I've seen you, where I haven't seen you, but I came back and you were at this level, and now you're at this level. And you still have room to go. But one thing you need to work on, to put more power into your pattern, full chambers. So if you're chambering kind of halfway, I don't know how you were chambering halfway and still getting it out there into your pattern. You chamber all the way, that takes that pattern up from a 3rd or 4th place to a gold medal, gold trophy. Mr. Griffin, with you, I know you got a lot to look forward to, and it's kind of tough when you got to get out here and you're the only low rank, and You got these black belts coming out here and yelling and doing their pattern. Power. Okay? You're what, 12? Okay, you're bigger than some of these adults, dude. You gotta be able to put some power into your patterns, okay? We'll work on that. Okay, and the way I'd have you guys do that, think of something that makes you angry. You got a big brother. I'm a big brother. She can get angry in her patterns. Just think of your brother. Boom, in your patterns. Okay? You put a lot more power. Also, your stances. You're what, like almost 6'6", basically? Your stances should be out here. Not in close. Yes, sir? As far as sparring goes, Taylor, very impressed with your sparring. Taylor bumped up to the adult class maybe 4 weeks ago. I told him he could no longer come to the kid class because if he keeps sparring the younger guys, he's not going to improve. And that's exactly what you did today. You improved from 4 weeks ago. Okay, you might have got your butt kicked a little bit, but that comes with it, all right? And you other young guys and girls out here, way to keep up. Next time it's going to be even harder, though. Yes, sir?
Sir.
It's you young guys. I'm not talking to Doc and Mr. Pete. I'm talking to you guys.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with first. Noah, good job. You got out here and you only white belt out here. Everything closest rank next to you is 6 months later. So you did a very good job. Maybe next testing, you know, if we get a few more adults, maybe next testing I'll let you get there and spar with them and have some fun with them so you're not just sitting over there, okay? Let's see, Miss Sarah, Mr. Taylor. Coming to the adult class has been a challenge. You guys have been doing really well. I'm impressed. I mean, today with your sparring, you know, I got rough with you. You got rough with Mr. Taylor. Spars you a little tougher than the kids' classes at night. So you got to remember that the adults learn different, and so you have to step up and be able to take what's yours. Miss Penny, more aggression in your pattern. You just kind of run through the moves, just kind of out there on a meadow with flowers, you know. So you're going to have to really explode in your patterns and make it believable. A personality is what wins a pattern, okay? Another thing I see red belts. Okay, when you guys are doing well wrong, same thing. If you just run through the moves, just kind of out there, people are just kind of going, okay, when you watch TV and you see them guys get their XMAers and they're screaming and yelling, white guy go and all that crazy stuff, and they're flipping and twirling and all, and you see all that personality in it, do you change the channel, or do you watch them until the next guy? Until you get something boring. It's the same exact thing. You got to get out there and make it different. You're different, you're different, you're different. Everyone you got is different, but you got to be extremely different. You got to make it believable. Okay? Mr. Taylor, got out there, did Chung Moo, got to get you jumping. Okay? Just been sidekick, jump on your 360. You had fast 360, but when you landed, it kind of went off because it was almost friction. You just barely made it in. You get the perfect amount of height to spin. I want you to jump and tuck those knees and spin. Okay. On game. There's been a couple things in class. I don't know if it's been just the transitions we've been through and everything else, but I've started seeing this brought in. Okay? Stepping forward. Or stepping forward. Or here, stepping forward. When we're breaking boards, where's your hand always go before you do a strike? Where's your other hand at before the strike? And what do you do after the strike? Here, right? So, you got to make sure that your retraction hand is back, other hand's out. Same thing when you do your turn. You're here with your upper palm heel, this hand's out as a retraction hand. They're both out there, the power's off. Doesn't make sense. That's a GTF, WTF style. Okay, so we got to get back to the ITF, International Taekwondo Federation style. That's the way the whole power development come from. If you guys went to a palm heel and went like this, it wouldn't work. Okay? So we got to make sure we do it right. Side kicks. It's the biggest thing I've seen. You guys, as chambers, you guys are getting lazy on. Pull those knees in. You should have a high tuck. Okay? And some of you guys, well, sir, I'm 46 or 49 or 39 or 36. I have a hard time with flexibility. Got a stretch machine that sits back there and collects a little bit of dust. Crack on that thing. Get flexible. Do the splits. Get with partners. Instead of, I've been reading a book called Trutopia. We have a Grandmaster Junior Reed. There's a DVD in it that I like better than the book because he tells you everything in the book on DVD, so that's what I do. So So anyway, he talks about how you become extremely flexible and keep your body healthy all the way through. And this guy's like 86, 81, 86, something like that. Can do the full out splits and lay flat on the ground. And he's doing it in front of Congress, in front of the presidents. He's trained congressmen, presidents. He was the guy that brought Taekwondo to the United States. But he tells you, instead of sitting there on the couch, eating donuts, sipping on coffee, sit in the living room floor, stretch while you're watching TV. Same exact thing. You're watching your show, and you're getting something good out of it. Okay? And it's also relaxing. Your body will heal faster, you'll grow better, and you'll perform better. Like I said, those side kicks, that was everybody's weakness. In Kwangye, Mr. Scott, you're going through the movements, just kind of going through them. So when you start, the last technique was powerful. Your front kick, you're here, kind of like a little jab. You gotta stick the kicks. You gotta be boom and pull it back. Okay? Same thing with your side kick. Hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Pull it back. The more control you show, the better off it is for you. Okay? You'll score better in tournaments. You'll do better at testings. Your board breaks